Today we will be showing you how to perform a known addition incremental method to measure low levels of fluoride using the HI 4222 benchtop pH ISE meter and two half cells. The two half cells that we will be using are the HI 4010 fluoride ISE and the HI 5315 reference electrode. An incremental method is a spiking technique that increases or decreases the sample concentration. This technique is usually used for samples with extremely high or low concentrations that would otherwise be too difficult to obtain an accurate reading, due to the limits of the electrode's optimal measurement range. Additionally, incremental methods typically produce results that are more accurate and repeatable than those obtained from a direct measurement. To measure the fluoride concentration of drinking water, we will also need HI 4010-01 0.1 molar fluoride standard, HI 4010-00 TSAB solution, an HI 190M magnetic stirrer with the stir bar, beakers, and deionized water. The HI 4222 has the calculations for the known addition method pre-programmed into the meter. For this calculation, shown here, we will need the following values: the volume of the sample, the volume of the standard, the concentration of the standard, the volume of ISA, and the voltage change before and after the addition. On the meter, we can activate the program by simply going to ISE Setup and selecting Reading Mode. Here, we can choose between direct measurement or one of 4 incremental methods available. Once the known addition method has been selected, we can start the measurement by pressing Start KA. Now, press Edit and set the method parameters. Use Next and Previous to move between each parameter. We can change values by selecting the parameter and using the arrow buttons. For this measurement, sample volume will be set to 50 mL, ISA volume to 0.5 mL, which refers to the TSAB solution, the standard volume to 5 mL, and the standard concentration to 19 ppm. The 19 ppm standard concentration is derived by taking the HI 4010-01 0.1 molar standard, which is equivalent to 1900 milligrams per liter, or ppm. A 1 to 100 dilution is made by adding 1 ml of the HI 4010-01 to a volumetric flask and filling to the 100 ml mark with deionized water. These parameters should be set by the user to reflect the volume of standard, ISA, and standard concentration to be utilized in their incremental method. After all these parameters are set and solutions prepared, press Escape. Submerge the ISE probe and the reference electrode into the solution. The sample should be stirring during the measurement. The screen should be at the first step stage. The meter will prompt you to add 0.5 mL of ISA to the sample. Add 0.5 mL of HI 4010-00 TSAB solution. The addition of TSAB to the samples serves 3 purposes: to adjust the ionic strength of the sample, to buffer the pH of the sample within the ideal range of the fluoride ISE, and to decomplex fluoride ions from fluoride metal complexes, ensuring they are free in solution and able to be measured. Once added, press Continue. We are now in the first reading stage. The meter will now wait for a stable reading indicated by the stability icon in the top right corner of the screen. When the reading has stabilized, the meter will prompt you to press Read. We are now in the second step stage. The meter will prompt you to add 5 mL of the 19 ppm standard. After addition, press Continue. We are now in the second reading stage. Again, the meter will wait for a stable reading. Once this reading has stabilized, the meter will prompt you to press Read. The meter will now perform a calculation to determine the concentration of the original sample solution from the 2 readings that were taken. Our drinking water has a fluoride concentration of 8.85 to the -1 ppm fluoride, which is within the EPA limits of 4 ppm fluoride. While the calculation is built into the HI 4222, it is possible to use any meter with the millivolt mode and perform the calculation by hand. Due to the complexity of the equation, it is much easier to use a meter with the calculations pre-programmed. This not only saves time, but reduces the potential for any errors while performing the calculation. This is how to perform an incremental method for fluoride determination with the HI 4010 fluoride ISE, HI 5315 reference electrode, and HI 4222 meter. If you have any additional questions, please contact your local Hanna office at www.hannainst.com.